touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Let's go! They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, you can't draw it up any better.
a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try to pop the draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end.
He's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to pass. It's Dozier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances. And understand, he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Green. Inside the 45. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It's priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On the direct snap, it's Hill. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Longhorns will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape it. Turning it on! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got the tight end outside. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Here we go. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Green. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Dozier. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wants to change this route. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, well, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hill.
Now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen? And
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming down. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe.
Breaks into the open. enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback adapting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Setting up the screen. There he goes! Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a first down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
What a terrible, terrible shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Makes one man miss. Gets away from one, finds room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Back to pass. It's Dozier. Got a man. It's Green. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Now adjusting. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Hard running there. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Green. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On the direct snap, it's Hill. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And they go back to the well, and this time the defense is ready. Like, great job. You've already seen this wide receiver have some success running the football. They try it again. They try to give it to him on the reverse, but nice job staying home and getting the speedster on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here comes the heat. Trying to set up the screen. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
From the gun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Lost to throw again. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Dozier. Fires left. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Snap to the back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play.
Set, ready.
Looking to throw, it's Dozier. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. Past the first down marker and still running. Flying out to the left. Inside the touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. No huddle offense to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. Sets up the screen. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Second down, they'll go to the air. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone, and it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they'll even grab the laces, and you can tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's a hit. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Loss of 4. Coming up, fourth down.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.